Hello everyone and welcome to Bevins Bricks, and I just wanted to make a real quick video and talk about some of the projects that I'm working on. Quite simply because I've had a few complaints over the last few days of people saying that I no longer post videos about builds. And there's a real simple explanation for that. Because they're right, I really haven't been posting any build videos, and it's because I'm doing what I consider my dream build. My dream build is the Flatiron building in New York City. I have always been fascinated with it, and the fact that they used it as the Daily Bugle in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies has always made me want to build it that much more. This is something that I have thought about for the last 11 years and have always wanted to attempt building. And recently, about 5 months ago, I started it. And now that I've started it, I do not want to stop. And there's a lot of different reasons for that, but number one, my entire build space is a complete disaster, and it's because everything is set up all around where I work specifically for this building. Each floor is roughly 3,000 pieces to assemble, and there's a total of 21 floors in this building. I am currently only on the 16th floor, so I have 5 floors to go to finish this particular mock. At least the exterior structure anyway, because I fully intend on putting various scenes throughout the inside of the building and also adding lighting. Because what I really want to do is get this thing fully assembled and built, and then I want to take it to a show or two so people can see it in person, because the absolute finished height of this particular building is going to be roughly between 6 and 7 feet. And the total part count, once finished, should be roughly in the ballpark of about 60,000 pieces. So let me just say, at 3,000 pieces per floor, every floor takes between 8 and 16 hours to assemble. And that's without any of the interior detail that I plan on adding later. But again, the key word to that is later. Right now, my primary focus is just trying to get the entire exterior structure of this build, and then I'm going to kind of put it on the back burner for a little while because I'm starting to get a little burnt out from working on this particular build so much. And I say that not because I don't enjoy what I'm doing, but there's a lot of repetition in this build. For example, just the windows. I have 96 2x2 windows on every single floor that I have to assemble. With those windows, I'm also using 2 modified 1x2 plates and a 1x2 plate in between that. And again, I have to assemble 98 of those per floor. And that brings me back to also why I'm not posting a lot of videos, because I don't see the need to post videos on me just building 96 windows or me constantly repeating and showing more floors that I'm being added. I just feel that those would be very boring videos. I don't want to have the type of YouTube channel that I just post videos to post to try and get views. I like my videos to have some meaning, whether it be installing lighting or showing you something that I've actually fully built. With me being very close to the finish line, I'm getting the exterior structure fully assembled. I am hoping to get back to trying to do other things. Number one, my city. With my city, I'm looking at possibly changing a few small things, nothing drastic. One of the things I'm looking at, though, is I recently purchased some of the larger radius curves. The R104, if I'm not mistaken, and I really love how those curves come around and curve around and how a train looks on them. Now, keep in mind, the tracks that I purchased are not 9-volt track, but I'm going to be making another video here soon, of which I did make a video once already before, and I'm going to be taking and putting on the copper tape on these tracks to make them 9-volt track. And this way I have the big, beautiful arch, and I have them in a very inexpensive manner and fashion. The other thing I need to get back to is when I'm not building on my Daily Bugle and when I'm not working on my lighting projects, because I do have a full-time second job doing my lighting business. And believe it or not, you guys are killing me on orders. And I'm not complaining, so don't take it that way. It's awesome how much you guys have been supporting my business venture. And I just absolutely love the feedback I've been hearing from everybody. Everybody that has purchased my products up to this point anyway has given me nothing but very positive feedback, and they love everything that I'm doing. And just quite simply from that amazing feedback, it keeps pushing me to want to do more, make more products, make better products. Your feedback is making me want to constantly work on it and advance the Lego lighting community, because there's a lot of products out there I think that can be made that would make things much easier for people to do. Number one, I'm working on the 9-volt power adapter for any Lego 9-volt motor if you're somebody that uses the 9-volt train track. Plus, I'm constantly reinventing things with the LEDs themselves. Recently, I came out with a new micro mini LED. But anyway, I don't want to get too carried away with my lighting, so let's jump back to building. As far as my city goes, I've been dying to get some progress on my Lego city. And I know I have not posted a Lego City update, and I think it's been close to 3 months. And it's because I haven't touched it. I have not touched anything on my city display table. But in my spare time, I have been designing things. Some of the stuff, it's buildings like this church that I found on Instagram from Bevins Bricks. And then I mimicked it. I fully intend on building that church and placing it somewhere in my city. I have the Lego factory or power plant. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I got to build that building, and that's going to be getting specifically placed inside my city. I have the grain elevator project that I got to get going. Something else I'm wanting to do, I'm dying to build some Victorian homes. And I already have one that I kind of mocked up. It's blue and black and white. And I have a few other ideas because with the old Victorian style homes, I thought it would look great with my small town display that I'm working on. But the thing I was going to say is, with old small towns, typically a lot of your older homes had what would be kind of considered, I guess, loud colors today. So this is going to give me a chance to build houses with, say, pinks and dark blues and light blues and lime greens and just a very broad variety of a lot of very cool colors. And mind you, I'm not going to build an entire subdivision, if you will, but I do intend on at least having, we'll say 6 houses built and placed throughout the table to show kind of a little residential area as you're driving out of the little small town. Because to me, you have to have a little bit of residential. You can't just have all this city stuff going on Main Street. Not that I don't love the city builds. But going back to my lighting for just a second, that is another thing I've been doing, and why I haven't done nothing to my Main Street is I'm trying to go through all the old Lego modular buildings, and I'm trying to illuminate them so I can get them placed, because I don't want to place nothing on the table unless it has lights, and the lights are fully working. Plus, I'm trying to make kits for every one of those sets so I can sell to all the awesome people that are buying my products. So in short, yes, I know I haven't been posting a lot of build videos lately, but there's only one of me and I can only do so much at a time. And because I really never felt that people would want to see 20 different videos on the process of me building the Daily Bugle, I never felt that there was any reason for me to constantly post videos on it, because that quite simply is the only thing I'm working on. So I hope that helps with some of the people that have made complaints. And if not, I'm sorry, but again, I am only one person and I can only do so much. YouTube is not my job, and if you can't understand that, I guess I'll have to see you go. Anyway, until next time, we'll see you on Bevins Bricks.